Sarnia Lambton today for Wednesday, November 5th. Good evening, I'm Marlon Gomez. We are on location starting off the show at the Lambton Heritage Museum. And with me right now is their curator and supervisor, Dana Thorne. She'll be giving us a special behind-the-scenes look at some of the most unique and fascinating items on their collection. Dana, thank you for having us here.
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem. So why don't we start with this guy right here. Who is he and why are we looking at him?
So this is a marine figurehead. It's a wooden carving. It has really beautiful painting on it and some great details. I love that it's a beaver because it's a great Canadian symbol. And he also has a maple leaf clutched in his teeth. So kind of double the Canada with this example. And it's got a great connection to Lambton County history. It was on a ship that was made by the J&H Beatty Company. They were established in Sarnia in 1870, and they made ships that took a lot of new immigrants from people that were arriving in Lambton County in the 1870s. They would arrive in Sarnia on the rail, and then they would get on these ships, and they would take the ships to Thunder Bay. And from Thunder Bay, they would go and they would settle in Western Canada.
All right, so we're at a different location. We're here to look at some of the artifacts from Thomas Ledlie Crooke. I'm going to let Dana tell us who he was because we have a lot of bricks that we have associated here as far as the story goes.
So Thomas Ledlie Crooke is one of my favorite characters from Lambton County history. He was an Irishman and a War of 1812 naval veteran. And after his military service, he received a land grant in Plympton Township. And so he moved here and built a home in the 1830s in the Hillsborough area. And at the time when he was building his home, there weren't a lot of places where you could go to buy bricks. There wasn't a lot of manufacturing in Lambton County. So they made all of the bricks for the home on site while the home was built. And there were over 83,000 bricks that were used in the construction of this home. He really brought his military mindset when he was making the home. So the walls were 3 or 4 bricks thick. And he also located the home on his lot. It was far enough away from the lake so that if there were ships going by and they were trying to fire cannons and hit his home, they wouldn't be able to reach him.
So much thought. None of us put that much thought into our homes nowadays. But we also have some other artifacts that belong to his home right here with us, don't we?
Yeah, so the fireplace behind me is a reproduction. It's based on architectural drawings of the home as well as pictures of the interior before it was demolished in 2010. And then we have the hook above the fireplace as well as the 2 andirons are actually original from the home.
So now we're at a display from Thomas Doherty, a former Sarnia mayor. Dana, can you tell us what we have here, all these lovely artifacts?
Yeah, so these stoves were all made by the Doherty Manufacturing Company, which was founded by Thomas Doherty. He was a really important manufacturer here in Lambton County. He started his career in Watford, where he had an agricultural works. So they made things like agricultural implements and threshing machines. And then after he sold the Watford business to his partner in the 1880s, he moved to Sarnia and then opened the Doherty Manufacturing Company. And some of the things that they made were these really incredible wood-burning stoves. And we're really fortunate to have so many examples of some of the different styles that they made at the Doherty Manufacturing Company.
Yeah, you really have quite the display here, and you even have the very lovely artistic names. The art box. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, the art box is one of my favorites because it has some incredible details on it. It has a little frog and then a crane as well. So it's cool that they integrated these animals into the display.
Yeah, very artsy. And then we have Ruby Charm. What a name.
Yeah, the ruby charm has my favorite coloring of all the different stoves.